Hi guys, it's Intuitive 144. I'm a psychic medium along with being a physical medium. I'm going to be doing a reading on Kamala Harris. People say Kamala, some people say Kamala. Let me just say Kamala Harris, okay? Yeah, if you're interested in booking me, my information is right here. $20 for a picture reading, $50 for a 30-minute reading, and $100 for an hour. I am a psychic medium. I don't know if I said that already, but a physical medium, okay? So if you decide to book me for a reading, I may ask you to cough or clear your throat. It's because I hear the energy when you cough and sigh or just whatever, and I might, more than likely, I'll stare at you. That's how I receive information. All right, so I want to say anybody that I do a reading on, whether it's my client, someone deceased, anybody, I lay down and I meditate on their energy. I like to receive messages through visions because that way it's clearer than anything. All right, and let's get started on Kamala Harris. All right, so this is not a democracy. Please tread lightly in these comments. Everything that I picked up on is what spirit is, because of what spirit told me. If that makes sense. Okay, let's go. So this entire reading confused me, by the way, okay? All right, so let's go. So I'm meditating on Kamala Harris's energy, and spirit shows me a vision of a bag full of money next to a suitcase. Then spirit showed me a vision of her getting on a plane and leaving. I don't know why that's so important, but hey. All right, and then the song Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce started playing in my head. And I'm like, me, myself, and I, like, okay. So I wrote, it seems like she's doing all of this work for herself. Let me explain, okay? So right now, if you wanted to become a surgeon, you absolutely could. It's going to take you like 10, 15 years, but you could absolutely become a surgeon if you wanted to, right? For her, it feels like she decided to become a surgeon just to boast. All right. So, and then spirit told me she is a gap filler. All right. First, they showed me a vision of a lip filler. I'm like, once again, spirits, you got to think outside of the box with them. They showed me a vision of lip filler. I'm like, what does that mean? Then they showed me someone filling in the gaps, but instead of filling in the gaps, they chose to fill her in the gaps. So she is a gap filler. Okay. Then spirit showed me 3 empty seats. Now this is very important, guys. 3 empty seats, front row seats. 3 red empty front row seats. Okay. So spirit showed me 3 empty seats, which was confusing to me. All right. Then spirit said the three seats represents the presidential election. Now I don't know much about the election, guys. All right, you wanna attack me in the comments, blah blah blah, for not. I try to stay away from politics. It's important, but I'm just not as educated as I'd like to be with politics, but yeah, so this is confusing. Three seats, and I don't know, and I'm trying to make it make sense right now, like, because wouldn't it be just 2 people fighting to become president? That was interesting. Anyways, the 3 seats represents the presidential election. I'm confused as to why there are 3 though. All right. Then the energy shifted, and I wrote and seen and heard. Spirit said she is out of touch. Sorry, my lashes. Spirit said she is out of touch. Okay. I also heard a spirit say status maniac. Now, earlier I was mentioning, if you wanted to become a surgeon, you absolutely could, okay? But for her, it feels like, and she's not a surgeon, but for her, it feels like, and this is just the example they gave me, she decided to become a surgeon, like, to boast, like she's a status maniac, okay? All right. Anyways, so from the vision spirit is showing me, it feels like she is a nice person until you challenge her. It's kind of like a nurse, right? And a doctor. Let's say the nurse corrects the doctor. Most doctors, unless you don't have an issue with being corrected, but most doctors feel like, how dare you correct me? I'm the doctor, you're a nurse, I'm higher than you, okay? And it kind of feels like that with her. All right. By the way, with the election, now this was interesting. I tried to steer away from the election, okay? But this is what Spirit told me. So the election, right? Something slash someone is going to be pulled out slash pulled away. They kept showing me, a rat, like thinking that they're about to win the race, and someone grabs them by their tail. I don't know what that means. I don't know who the rat is, but something slash someone is going to be pulled out, okay? There's something with unexpected energy, okay? It's something with this has never happened in his, I don't know. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? All right, but back to what I was saying. She is a nice person until she isn't, okay? All right, she can be a very nice, nasty person. The energy she carries from the visions that I've seen is Phaedra from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Phaedra was, very eloquent, but can be very mean and sharp with her tongue, okay? Then Spirit says cover up. Something is a cover up. I have no idea what they're talking about. I didn't care to ask because certain things are hidden from me as well, right? All right, so I wrote insane. I seen a vision of her eating dinner with her family while they're watching the news. Okay, so everybody's eating dinner, they're keying, chit-chatting, and then the news comes on, and the news reporter is talking about a recent school shooting, and she says, "As long as it isn't my children, I'm good." And a lot of people think like this, but it's interesting, if you're, and you know what? Okay, I'm gonna insert my personal thoughts because I try my best to read people and not, most of the times when I read people, it's not like it's me speaking, it's just my gift, right? But it's interesting, you're in that field and but hey, all right. So removing myself out, okay, and putting my gift is just putting my gift back in, right? So I wrote, however, the vision Spirit showed me is she is very desensitized when it comes to the struggling population, okay? Then Spirit said, do not be fooled, all right? Now, this is interesting because they showed me a vision of her laughing, like an evil maniac laugh in the mirror. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I fooled them. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. And then I wrote and seen and felt her behavior slash personality feels very trained, okay? It just feels like she took acting classes. I can't put my finger on it, but you know how some people are media trained? It feels like she's beyond media trained. It feels like she's media trained, like it feels like she's like it, because right now they're showing me a vision of a monkey doing backflips in a circus. It's like, I don't know, it's just, that's interesting, okay? I guess what I'm trying to say is something feels fake in the visions. It's just, something just felt so fake. All right, so I wrote, it feels like she is being played by the higher ups, okay? Because they're showing me a vision of her as a toddler and adults are purposely making a mess so that she can clean it up. Let me give you an example. Let's say I buy red 40, okay? Or let's say I buy a Hawaiian fruit punch and I have a 3-year-old son. And I spilled the Hawaiian fruit punch on the floor. And I'm like, oh no, Santa died. Or, oh no, Santa threw up. Oh my God, Santa threw up. Who's gonna help me clean up Santa's vomit? And my toddler's like, I'll help, mommy, I help. And he is really thinking that this is Santa's throw up. This is, Santa's throw up. He's really thinking he's doing something, but it's planned all along. Like, the energy that this gives me is, let's just keep her busy. That's what it gives me. And I want to say something too. 3 months ago, I posted the energetic. I think I posted Hollywood's 2024 destruction, and how I mentioned how it's going to start off with Diddy, a couple of other Black artists, along with Jay-Z. And they literally showed me Clive Davis saying, "Let's get rid of all the Negroes first." So it kind of feels like this thing. This is gonna sound crazy, but this is what I'm getting energetically. It feels like well, let's just once again, earlier I said she's a gap filler. It's like, well, let's just put a black person in. And then in this meditation session, they show me Tim Burton, and I don't think Tim Burton has any black. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he has any black actors, actresses in his films. And they show me him saying, let's just add a black person in, just so they can shut up. That's what it felt like. Okay. Now, as I was saying earlier, the energy this gives me is, let's just keep her busy, all right? So then the vision switched to a traffic officer asking his supervisor, hey, when will I actually be in the field? I don't want to give out tickets all day, okay? I didn't do 4 years of school just to give out tickets. I want to actually be in the field. And the supervisor says, soon. However, the supervisor doesn't have any plans, any intentions on moving him out of that position. All right, y'all ready for this? So, and this is still me as a psychic medium saying this, okay? All right. Spirit, have you ever watched the show called 2.5 Men? And you know their intro, or I think their outro was men, 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 men. I don't think Kamala is gonna win. I don't think she's gonna win, guys. I could be wrong, of course. Energetically, I don't feel like she's going to win. All right, and so I wrote, this lets for the spirit to say men, 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 men. This lets me know and feel like she will not be the president of the United States. I would love for her to be, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I didn't write that down, I'm sorry. I would love to, and I don't really care who, I really honestly don't, even though I should, but I don't really. I would love to be wrong, but I feel like she will feel played. I feel like she will be played. I feel like she will feel played. And as I'm saying this right now, they're showing me all of the presidents that has ever served, like okay, because right now Spirit is speaking to me, so I'm sorry guys, but they're showing me all of the presidents hovering over me like they're not playing. They're not gonna let this happen. Hey, if I'm wrong, come back in the comments, and because you know, y'all, people love to love to say you were wrong. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm right. It is what it is. This is what I received in meditation. This is what spirits told me. Hey, you know, and for them to say, give me that song, men, 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 men. This lets me know I don't think she's going to be the next president of the United States. Well, let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel. If there's anybody interested in a personal reading, $20 for a picture reading, $50 for a 30-minute reading, and $100 for an hour. My prices are going up, and the picture readings are going bye-bye. Bye.